Hello, everyone. It is Nye, and welcome back to another episode of Nye's Growing Space. As you know, my name is Nyrisha. I'm now going by Nyrisha, the Growth Coach, and my mission in Nye's Growing Space is to share my growth journey in hopes to inspire you on yours. So this YouTube channel is mostly dedicated to me sharing my journey with you, how I'm growing, how I'm learning, and it's going to be targeted in a way that hopefully you can learn something too from the things that I'm learning. And then you're going to have the podcast. It's going to be slightly different, and who knows, as I grow, my channel will grow, my podcast will grow, and my business is going to grow. So as I grow, you guys are going to grow with me, and it's going to be some changes because there's always change and growth. So this episode is take your time in your journey. So if you watched the first video, you guys already know what I've been through, this past year, what I've been going through. And at the beginning of finding out that I was pregnant, I had everything going on. Even though the pandemic was still happening, I was still, gonna go ahead with my YouTube channel. I was still gonna continue my podcast and everything else that I had going on. Still, attending online speaking engagements, all that good stuff. But then I had to come to the realization that just wasn't gonna be in my plans. That just wasn't realistic for me at the time. No matter how motivated I was before finding out I was pregnant and getting sick, it just wasn't reality for me, and I had to learn that was okay. And you guys already know I have to take notes. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at my notes. So your life is gonna come with unplanned events, and we have to. If you don't already know that, then now you do. Things are going to continue to happen that's unplanned, or is it really unplanned? Because we have our plan, and then there's God's plan, and those are two totally different plans. So it was God's plan for me to get pregnant when I did, for me to bring my son into the world when he came. And I'm very grateful and very blessed to have experienced, a second successful pregnancy. And although it wasn't in my plan, it was in God's plan. And I had to understand that, and I had to be okay with, my life going into we can call it unplanned territory again for myself. And you have to remember that your journey is yours. Your lessons and the things that you need to learn in life are for you. So again, if something unplanned has taken place, or your life has went into a different route than what you originally anticipated, then that could mean that there's some things that you need to learn, that you are being taken down this path and you're being taken down this road because there are some things that you need to maybe grow in. There's some things that you need to maybe adjust in. You may even need to, change your perception in life. You may need to change your mindset and how you go about things. So your lessons in your journey are for you. And like I said, you may be looking at other people's journeys, and you may be looking at what other people have going on, but you don't know the lessons that they need to learn. You don't know where they are in their life. So it's so important to continue to focus on yourself, your journey, and your lessons, because that's where you're going to grow. And comparing and watching what other people are doing, that's not going to help you. I'm telling you that from my own personal experience. Just even this past year, just looking at other people and seeing how there were moms, there were pregnant moms before me, pregnant women before me, that were still doing what they were doing. They were still pursuing their goals. They were still motivated. They were still doing the damn thing, honestly. And I was like, how are they doing this? Like, I want to be that pregnant woman that is exercising, that's healthy, that has all this, I wouldn't say all this energy, because no matter if you're, no matter how motivated you are, you're still pregnant. You're still bringing another child into this world. So it's still going to take a toll on your body. But everybody's pregnancy is different, and how they feel and all of that. And unfortunately for me, my pregnancy was different. My pregnancy took more of a toll on my body and my mental health, my physical health, than other pregnant women, and that's okay. And that's what I had to learn. Don't allow the comparison of other people's lives control you. Don't rush your journey. Don't rush your goals. Don't rush the things that you have going on in your life because of what social media has going on, because of what your friends have going on, because of what your family has going on. And again, I have friends that when I was finally in the mood or, motivated enough to start getting physically active again, going hiking and things like that. I have my other mom friend that I went hiking with, and she had her baby, I would say like about a month before me, and she was doing it. She did give herself a break, but she, got back into the swing of her thing. She got back into her nonprofit. She got back into doing her podcast and the things that she is passionate about, and continued to walk into her life purpose. And for me in that moment, I felt like I was falling behind. I felt like I should be where she's at. Yeah, she had her baby a month before mine, but I need to be doing what she's doing. And in reality, no, I don't, because she is on her own personal journey. And in fact, she also had things that she endured during her journey, during being pregnant and delivering her child, and other family things that she had to overcome. And she was on her journey, and it's a very admirable and motivational story, but I had to remind myself that that's her journey, that's her story, those are her life lessons, and she is where she is because that's where she needs to be, and I am where I am because that's where I need to be. And she reminded me, take your time, and it's okay to not jump back into things. It's okay to not even be motivated. When I tell you guys, I was not motivated to do anything. Like I said, my brain thought I wanted to do stuff, but I did not want to do nothing. When I tell you, somebody talked to me about some goals, somebody talked to me about anything, if it was not about my family, like I didn't care. Like I just didn't want to do it. And this is coming from somebody that's always talking about goals, always talking about being motivated. And it's just letting you know that it's not realistic for somebody to be that way 24/7, 365. We all have things we are going through. We all have things that we are overcoming, and it is okay. It's okay to need a break. It is okay to take your time. It is okay to say, I'm going to just stop everything, because that's what I did. I was trying to force it. I am not going to lie. I was forcing it at the beginning of, trying to continue to keep going, and I had to make the conscious decision to say, nope, I'm going to stop everything. Although I wanted to be here for my, for my followers, for my listeners, my viewers, whatever you guys want to be called. We're going to figure out a creative name, by the way. I wanted to be there for you guys. I wanted to be able to provide a light in your lives that you needed, that you may have needed because of everything that you're going through. And I had to learn, and I had to understand and become aware that I had to first take care of myself. I had to pour into myself first. I had to give myself some time so that when it did come time again to do these videos, which I'm so excited I'm doing again, I had to get myself together so that way I can come into these videos and you guys can see the growth, you can see the light, and you can hear the message without it being tainted by my negativity or the things that I have going on. And then also so that I can be practicing what I am preaching. If I am telling you guys to be positive and to be motivated, and that you guys can do whatever you put your minds to, or whatever the future videos are going to talk about, I want to be able to be living that. I want to be able to live that truth. I don't want to be on these videos just talking, just running my mouth, and then I stop recording and then I just go lay on the couch, kick my feet up and watch TV, and I'm depressed, I'm miserable, and I'm unhappy in my life. That's not what I wanted to do. So I had to give myself that time. I had to take time in my journey before I was able to come to you all and start speaking again. So awareness is key. Awareness is key. Awareness is awareness. In order to grow in any area of your life, any area, awareness is key. I had lack of motivation. The lack of motivation was, when I tell you guys, it was at an all-time high. Like, that's why I keep talking about it, because I was not motivated. And that lack of motivation slowly but surely seeped into some depression, and, to where I just continued me continually not wanting to do anything, and just continuing that negative feedback loop in my head about what I'm not doing, what I should be doing. All of those things led to depression for me, and you have to be aware of those things. Not allowing yourself to stay down for too long. Yes, take your time in your journey, but it's also important to be aware enough to know, okay, you've wallowed in this enough. You've been in this long enough. It's time to start doing something. I'm not saying go full speed ahead into whatever it is that you already thought that you wanted to do. I'm not saying that. I'm saying start off little, start off small, start doing something small for yourself. I know for me, slowly but surely, I got back into journaling. I got back into my morning routine. I didn't get back into recording videos right off the bat. I didn't get back to recording podcasts. I didn't get back to, doing those things that I normally did. I had to start off slowly. I started my morning routine. I got back into doing yoga. I got back into journaling, into just doing my 10 minutes of inspirational reading in the morning, because I haven't done it in a while. I'm gonna get back to it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this new little baby thing is very challenging. I'm adjusting, so I'm not saying that I'm doing this every single morning, but I did start. I got myself up, and I just said, let me give myself 30 minutes, 10 minutes journaling, 10 minutes yoga, 10 minutes reading in the morning. And that's what got me up. That's what got me out. That's what got my brain and my body back into the swing of things. Set your own time frame. Take the time that you need. But remember, once you take that time, and once you've made it up in your mind that it's my time, it's time for me to start moving. I have been down long enough, and it's time for me to just move, because sometimes that's what we need. Sometimes we just need to come outside, get some natural sunlight on our skin, move around, get a little bit of exercise to get our blood flowing, get our hearts pumping, and to start feeling like ourselves again. So I know it's hard. If this is you, if this is the message that is for you, that you are supposed to be listening to right now, I know it's hard. I know. And I promise you that once you start moving again, once you just get up and say, I'm gonna go walk out, I'm just gonna go take a 10-minute walk, I'm gonna go for a bike ride, I'm gonna go hiking, I'm gonna go do yoga, I'm gonna go to the gym, whatever your physical release is to get you physically back healthy, do that. Just give yourself 10 minutes. Don't be hard on yourself if it doesn't work out the way that you want it to. That's okay. Just give yourself the space and the opportunity to just try. And then after you tried, also tell yourself thank you. Tell yourself thank you. I don't think we tell ourselves thank you enough for just getting up and getting going and just trying to do something for ourselves, because we do stuff for everybody else without a bat of an eye. And then when it's time for us to do something for ourselves, we give ourselves all types of excuses and all kinds of things. But we're going off on a tangent here, and these videos aren't even supposed to be that long, but it's okay. It's okay. But the moral of the story is, take your time in your journey. This is your journey. These are your life lessons, and you're on nobody's time frame but yours. You are on nobody's clock but yours. You and God, honestly, you and God. So have your talk with God. If things are not, if you're still not feeling better, if you just don't know where to begin, you don't know how to get out of it, whatever it is, if you do need help, you do need somebody to talk to, you do need some ideas, whatever it is, reach out to me. You can always reach me. You can contact me. You can direct message me on any of my social medias, Nai's Growing Space on Facebook and Instagram. And you can always email me if email is better for you, NairishaEvans@gmail.com. reach out to me if that's what you need. And if you liked this video, if you learned something from this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please, please, please. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. I will see you guys next week.